What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I will be doing a technical analysis breakdown for Scorpio tankers, ticker symbol STNG. This was a viewer's request, and thank you for your donation. I will first be going over what I see on the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Please trade at your own risk. So let's take a look at the daily chart for Scorpio tankers. This is the first time I ever heard of this stock and never looked at it, but you can do a technical analysis on any price chart. So what is the first thing that stands out to me? The dominant technical pattern is a major downtrend. You can see that it started back here in June of 2024, and price has been making lower lows, lower highs ever since then. So there's a sign of weakness by the bulls and signs of strength by the bears. So price is trending down lower. Where is it going? Well, you can zoom out on the chart to look at more price action. And it looks like the more strong support is at lower price levels, like the $12 level. So this is where price bottomed out before. This was the bottom here. Price failed lower, bottom here, and that's what led to a nice rally. So it looks like we could be seeing price come back all the way down to where it started. That's typically what happens when price comes right back down after a very large move up higher. Price also broke through this upward sloping trend line right over here. So once that trend line was broken, it was basically signaling that the bulls were not as strong to drive up the price, and now we are going lower. Let's take a look at maybe a measure move target. This was all one large drop right over here previously, and then price began the second decline, and this was overshot. So we can combine the first two legs together to form one larger leg. One leg down right here, second leg down, and this is targeting right around the $17.68 level. So again, lower prices across the board. We have a measure move target lower. We have a horizontal support at lower price targets. There's nothing really bullish about this chart as of right now. And you could even draw a downward sloping trend line off the swing highs. So unless price can get back above the EMA at least and stay above it, because you can see that when price gets above the EMA, this white line, it barely stays above it, barely stays above it, barely stays above it, barely stays above it. So again, it's indicative of a very strong trend. So again, with the bearish factors in play and not a lot of bullish factors, we look for lower price targets. So the next one would be the $17 level and then maybe the $12 level. Again, we don't know exactly what's going to happen in the future, but with the clues on the chart, it tells me there's a high likelihood we do see lower prices and at those targets. Now let's take a look at the weekly chart. Weekly chart shows a more summarized viewpoint because it includes 5 trading sessions instead of the daily chart, which is 1 trading session. As you can see here, it's just more or less the same thing. Bulls were not able to reach this measurement target up. This is a one large leg right here. Second leg up, and the target for the bulls was right around the $93 level, but they failed. So that shows signs of weakness. When price cannot duplicate the same size magnitude as before, that shows they're not as strong as they once were. So that means that we can see a early reversal or a strong reversal, which we're seeing right now. So again, not a lot of support from where we are right now to lower prices. So don't be surprised to see this get below the $30 level, the $20 level, and possibly back all the way to the $12 level. So me personally, I would not touch this long term until we see a trend change, which is at least getting back above the trend line and the EMA on the weekly chart. So until price can get back above the EMA on the weekly chart, we might just see maybe a short-term rally. You know, we could always see a pullback, but a pullback is different from a reversal. A reversal is strong buying and price maintaining support. A pullback is just something quick and it just rolls over towards the downside. So again, as right now, we haven't even seen the pullback yet either. So this is overall still bearish, and I'd be expecting lower prices. And you can even draw a trend line off of these swing highs. It looks like we just got rejected from right there. That's why price was not able to reach that measure move target, because there was a trend line in play. So we have one leg up right here, pullback. This was the second leg up. It was targeting higher prices, but it failed because of the downward sloping trend line. So it looks like price is in a weak sloping channel. So you can draw a trend line across. So you can see how well that fits. And, you know, it may even go lower than those prior levels. So overall, not a bullish looking chart. So that's all I have for STNG on the daily and week, especially how the market is currently as well. So I don't think this is going to be, you know, diverging from the entire stock market collapsing. So there's a good chance we see lower prices for this stock. This is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time.